Hello, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. We are at part 3 of the Kathleen Folbigg case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. Homicide Detective Sergeant Bernard Ryan admitted that his own belief that a woman could not harm her own children allowed him to dismiss all of the previous babies as, quote, just another caught death, unquote. After the fourth time, he started to have suspicions. By 1999, out of the blue, Kathleen decided that Craig would be just another character in her life that she could forget about. She packed her bags and moved out to start a fresh new life. In all of the years they were together, through the loss of their 4 babies, Craig never suspected his wife until she moved out, and one day he decided to open her bedside drawer. The chilling discovery was so upsetting that after he found her diary and read the pages where she talked about intentionally killing Caleb, Patrick, Sarah, and Laura, he went straight to the bathroom and dry heaved. Craig alerted the authorities about his bizarre findings, and Kathleen was arrested in April of 2001. In 2003, at the 7-week trial for the murder of her 4 children, the prosecution presented that Kathleen had smothered them out of rage. Paramedics and police testified that Kathleen acted accordingly as the hysterical mom, distressed over the lifeless babies. Friends and family rallied in her defense, in defense of her character, saying how she was a doting mom. On May 21st, 2003, Kathleen was found guilty by the Supreme Court of New South Wales. A jury found her guilty of 3 counts of murder, 1 count of manslaughter, and 1 count of maliciously inflicting grievous bodily harm. On October 24th of 2003, Kathleen was sentenced to 40 years in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. On February 17th of 2005, the court reduced her sentence to 25 years. And despite being in protective custody for being an alleged child killer, another inmate beat her up on January 1st of 2021. In 2011, an Australian legal correspondent named Emma Cunliffe published a book titled Murder, Medicine, and Motherhood. In her book, she reasoned that Kathleen had been wrongfully convicted on the basis of misleading medical evidence. In 2013, a team of pro bono attorneys in Newcastle looked into her case, and with the help of forensic pathologists from Melbourne's Monash University, an 121-page report argued that the Folbigg children had underlying medical conditions and that their deaths were due to that, as well as the textbook example of SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. In 2015, Kathleen's legal team filed a petition that included the aforementioned report to the Attorney General's office in Sydney. And in 2018, the Attorney General announced that there would be an inquiry into the convictions. However, that appeal was ultimately rejected in 2021. In 2022, the Attorney General announced another inquiry into her convictions, and on June 5th of 2023, Governor Margaret Beasley pardoned Kathleen, and she was released from prison that same day. After her release in March of 2024, Craig Folbigg passed away of a heart attack. As of this recording, Kathleen Folbigg is a free woman. We've reached the end of today's episode at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much for coming down the rabbit hole where I currently live. Stay tuned for the next episode on the next case. Make sure to follow me on socials. My personal IG is at bayarea.housewife. The podcast's IG is at Bay Area HW of True Crime. As always, I accept and respect your opinions. I welcome all comments, case suggestions, questions, etc. Call me, beat me at yayareahousewife@gmail.com. You could also find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next case. And don't forget your hot Cheetos. Adios.